I hate my results. Like, hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, thank you for watching. If you aren't new, thank you for continuing to watch. In this video, I am going to tell you the pros and cons that comes with getting a BBL surgery to decide whether or not you want to get the surgery or not. If you are deciding to get a BBL, I'm gonna do 6 pros and 6 cons. So let's get into the video. The first pro would be people will begin to notice you. People will begin to want to work with you. If you have a nice body and you're posting like on Instagram and stuff like that, there's a lot of people out there that's going to try to work with you. I had lots of companies on Instagram that I'm actually making commission from, that you can actually make commission from, not just getting 10% off or 20% off just to post their products on your page or in your story, but you're actually making commission from every sale that you make. So that was definitely something that I was not getting prior to getting my BBL surgery. So that is definitely a plus for me. So start posting on your Instagram page, and in the hashtags you can put brand ambassadors or ambassadors, and a lot of companies will actually inbox you and ask you if you want to work with them. Make sure that you are actually getting a commission and not just a percentage off, because you want to be doing business with people you're actually making money from, not just somebody who want to give you some money off. Like, no ma'am, I want to make a commission just like y'all making a commission. You feel? Second is your wardrobe, being able to wear clothes that you've never been able to wear before. You may not have ever been able to wear a two-piece, a crop top, or a tight-fitted skirt, a tight-fitted dress. I'm gonna show you a one-piece that I actually wore that I would not have been able to wear if it was not for the surgery, because I had a big fupa in the front and I had really huge love handles. So this was an outfit that I was not able to wear prior to getting a BBL because it just did not go with my body. But as you can see now, the body is slayed to the max. Like, for me to be able to wear this, it just lets me know, like, I definitely made the right decision to get the surgery, because this surgery can change your life. Number 3, this surgery can definitely gain you some confidence. Because if you're somebody who wasn't confident in your body, which made you very uncomfortable or like to yourself, or not being as open as you probably would be if you had the body that you've always dreamed of, this can actually boost your confidence to the max. Like, it definitely does something for your self-esteem. It puts you in places you never thought you'd be put in, because it has definitely put me in those places. I was definitely not this confident as I am now, and I am definitely more open to going out more. You know, I was the type of person that didn't want to go out because I knew I wasn't happy with the way that I looked, so I didn't want to put on clothes or anything like that, because I just didn't like how I looked in clothes. But now I am more open to going out places, going to the mall, going, you know, out for drinks and things like that. So this surgery can definitely change your life. Another pro would be your fat cells cannot grow back. So the fat that they took out of your stomach and they put in your butt, those cells will not multiply anymore in your stomach. What happens is fat cells can only expand, they can't increase. So with that being said, you can gain weight back But if you start to gain weight, you're going to gain weight in other parts that was not lipoed, such as your face. If you didn't get lipo on your face, your arms, your thighs, and things like that will start to multiply, because those are the areas that weren't lipo and that can definitely multiply. So be cautious when you are gaining weight, only because you want your body to stay proportionate. You don't want your arms and your face to be big, but then your body is slim, if that makes sense. Another pro would be, this is the safest way to enhance your body. So if you're looking to enhance your body, this is the safest way compared to butt shots, butt injections, butt implants, and all of that. This is actually the safest route, by safely taking the fat from those unwanted areas and putting them in places that, enhance your body, such as your hips and your butt. So if you are looking to get surgery, just know that this is the safest procedure out of all surgeries in order to enhance your body. Number 6, this is a pro because you are now getting the body that you've always dreamed of. If you always on Instagram, looking at these different models, just wishing that you could look like them, this surgery could get you close. Some people need 1 or 2 rounds. Some people just need 1 round. But it just gets you to the body that you've always wished for. Like, I never really thought that I would be able to afford to get the surgery. And now that I got it, it's just like, I'm so amazed at being able to have this body. Like, this surgery changed my life tremendously. It definitely opened up different doors for me that probably wouldn't have opened if I did not get this surgery. Just know that that is a pro for you, because we all have dream bodies, and once we actually get that body, it's like the best feeling in the world. Like, I can't even explain it. Once you go through the process and you actually see how beautiful your body is turning out, you would definitely understand that this is a major life-changing procedure. Now let's get to the cons of a BBL. The pain of a BBL for at least the first 3 days is awful. It is, I feel like I had got hit by a car, and even though that is a con, just know that this surgery is all worth it in the end. Like, beauty is pain, period. Suck it up and pull through, because at the end of the day, you know that the outcome of this procedure is amazing. So it's painful, but once you get through them first 3 days, you're gonna be like, I'm able to accomplish anything, honey. Because if you got through them first 3 days, you good, period. The second con would be the process. The healing process takes forever. We all just be so ready to see our beautiful bodies and take these crazy fajas off and just, fall in love with the beautiful body that we've always dreamed of. But it's not that simple. You would always have to go through the healing process, and the healing process can take 6 months to a year to even see your final results. And I know we be so anxious to see our results in 3 to 4 weeks, and we get discouraged because our body is not the way that we want it to look. But at the end of the day, we have to realize that we are still swollen, we are still healing, we still have fluids. So you have to make sure that you get that in your mindset, just so that you can always know that you are not at your final results. Some people do come off the table snatched, and the only reason why is because most likely they did not have a lot of body fat to begin with. Their stomach only had maybe a small pudge. So that's the only reason why they were able to come off the table and their stomach be completely flat. But for those who are more on the heavy side, you're not going to come off the table snatched. You're not. You're going to come off the table with a small pudge that may be full of fluid. But once you start getting your massages and once your stomach starts to retract, that's when you start to see your body come together in the first few weeks. But even though it does come together, those still aren't your final results. You would definitely see your final results around 6 months to a year. Third con is having to wear compression for 6 months and even longer than it. Compression is the aggravatingest thing ever to me. Like, I am so sick of having my stomach wrapped up, pressed down, squished, all of this, that, and the third. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of compressing. But although I'm sick of compression, I know at the end of the day that this is only going to make my healing process go like it should. But the compression in the fajas, like I'm so sick of this faja. I don't ever want to speak of fajas again in my life once I'm done wearing it. I don't want to hear nothing about no faja. I don't want to see no faja. I don't want nothing to do with no faja. Like, it's over. We're done for. Like, I'm done with you. Period. The fourth con would be not being able to sit down for 6 to 8 weeks. I never knew how hard that was until I had to experience that myself. That is the most uncomfortable thing that you have to do. Like, I never appreciated sitting down so much in my life until I wasn't able to. Just like a relationship, you don't realize what you have until it's gone. That's exactly the same thing with your butt. You don't realize how good you have it to be able to sit down until you ain't able to sit down. Like, it was to some points where I'm like, I'm gonna ruin my results because I want to sit down. I almost got to that point because my knees was through. Like, my knees had scrapes on them, cuts. They was black. They was hard. My elbows was scratched up and hard. And I'm just like, I cannot do this anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm finna sit down. Like, I don't care anymore. I'm finna to sit down. And I almost got to that point. But I pushed through it, thankfully. And I was able to sit down at 6.5 weeks. Number 5. This is a emotional roller coaster. Like, your emotions are going to be everywhere about your body. One week you may be in love with your body, and the next week you just like, I hate my results. Like, and it's not you. It's just the process and mentally having to keep in your mind that this is not your final results. We just have to keep that in our minds, because if not, the emotional roller coaster is going to take over your mind. So you don't want to have that happen. Just know, again, you're not at your final results. We want to see it so far early in the surgery healing process, but that's just not how it goes. So just know you may be in love with your results one week. The next week you may feel like your butt is too small, and the next week you may feel like you like your body, and then this week you're like, I just do not like my results. It's just the process. It's just a part of the healing process. Just know that it's normal for you to feel that way. We've all felt that way, because the way that y'all say that my body looks, I like my results. Like, I really am in love with my body, but it's like, y'all be gassing me. Y'all be gassing me, honey. Y'all really be gassing me, because I still have those days where I'm like, I think I lost my butt. But I always keep up with my measurements just to make sure it's just in my head. And it's always just in my head, because my butt is still 47.5 inches. So Just know your butt is going to expand when the fluff fairy comes, because my butt was at 46 and it's at 47.5 when the fluff fairy came. So just know your butt is going to grow. Relax. Once the swelling go down, please don't get discouraged. Your fluff fairy will come. I promise you. Your butt has to soften. When your butt softens, that's when the fluff fairy starts to come in. So just know the swelling has gone down. That's just phase 1. Now you finna enter phase 2. Give it a few weeks. Calm down. We want to see our results on week 2, but it's not how it goes. So just know. Calm down. Don't get discouraged. You're going to be fine. And number 6 is what I see a lot of people deal with. And a lot of people have asked me how to deal with anxiety. I deal with anxiety a lot. A lot. So the way that I handle anxiety is always replacing my negative thoughts with something positive. If you believe in manifestation, that's what I do. So once you start getting those negative thoughts in your head, as what if my surgery don't come out how I wanted to do? What if I end up getting canceled? What if my butt is this? What if my body is that? Instead of thinking that way, speak positive into the universe. Don't think that way, but replace it with positive affirmations like, my body is going to be amazing. My doctor is going to do amazing on my body. My surgery will come out even. My process will be smooth. I will have a smooth healing process. I will have no complications. I will not worry. I will not let fear enter my mind. I will not let fear take over my life. Like, speak those type of positive things into the atmosphere, because what you speak is what takes place. So you speak everything into existence. So do not speak those negative thoughts in your head. Do not keep those negative thoughts in your head, but always replace them with something positive. Just speak those positive things, and I promise you, they will absolutely change your mind of thinking. Make it a pattern in your mind every day to speak positive when you are going through the process of getting surgery, because it can be a lot. It can be. And I was definitely letting anxiety take over my mindset in the beginning. Like, it was definitely nights where I wasn't able to sleep because I know my surgery was coming up and I was just stressing out. But definitely start to speak positive over your life, and I promise you would make a big difference. But yes, you guys, that is everything that I had in this video. If you have any more questions or concerns, you can comment them down below. I'll be more than happy to assist with all of your questions. But again, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon for another video.